Happy Wednesday. How you doing? Oh, I gotta get my lighter. I left it over there. Sorry about that. How the hell did I leave it over there? Well, it's that old saying, ask and ye shall receive. I asked a few things recently. What's going on with some people? I received. Let's see, Sanford. Start looking at an old fucked up Belvedere. Just thinking about buying it. He doesn't know if it's worth him, you know, fixing up, or if it's too far gone, it wouldn't be cost effective. And I guess this mule car project is already fucking dead, buried, and forgotten, huh? When will you pickle sniffers ever learn? Was it stupid as the stupid does? I had asked about the Mopar Madman Mike. I guess he's back on the attack. Somebody said, man, he's even worse than ever. I'm actually surprised YouTube puts up with this shit. I really am. I really am. I heard Approaching Tangent was back. Now he's talking about how the world functions around money and war. We talked for like a very long time. I guess he gave up on trying to be mayor of a city and finally realized Spalding doesn't need him to design, you know, better baseball gloves for them. They're just fine without his expert advice on baseball gloves. Crypt Keeper. I heard a little bit more about his yak session. He was making a lot of excuses for himself, why he doesn't do things. Well, I'm old, I'm old, I'm old. No shit, you're fucking old. You knew that when you ran your fucking mouth with this deal that, you know, you were in cahoots with Sanford to build your fucking channel. How are we going to get people interested? If you just build an engine, it's no big deal. Hey, let's say you're going to do it. Help the kids at St. Jude's because you have a connection. And I'm not making fun of any personal tragedies with things. You know, I lost my sister. I lost, you know, I think it's different with parents. You expect them to, you know, get old and die. In my case, that's what happened. You don't expect, you know, your baby sister to die before you. You know, you don't expect a child. I want to make this very clear. But using a personal tragedy as a way to lure people into something, to me, that's totally fucking disgusting. Get mad at me all you want. And he's a has-been with his claim to fame at one time, you know. And like I said, I never heard of the fucking guy. And I wonder how many of these pickle sniffers and all the people that are defending him now ever heard of this fucking guy until he showed up here thanks to Uncle Sanford and Sandy bringing him into the picture, you know. They just jump on a fucking bandwagon that they didn't even know existed, you know. And I guess he's got a... So, hey, Brian, I thought it was funny. I was waiting for him to mention your name. So why? I guess he's got a beef. Some guy disagreed with him. He says it got kind of convoluted because he was actually like having a little difficulty at times trying to keep a train of thought. A few times the head kind of went down, like almost like he was going to fall asleep, and then he, like, you know, one of these. It was actually funny to watch, and in some ways kind of pathetic. In some ways kind of pathetic. He says, to be honest with you, Brian, as funny as it was kind of pathetic to see this old man on here doing what he's doing. He needs to justify himself, making excuses for himself. And I guess he spends a lot of, you know, I think some people spend too much time on the fucking internet. You know, a lot of us come on here, we do what we do, and we go about our day. We have a life away from here. I guess some people, it's like I said, if the internet ever shut down, what would some people do? Especially a guy like Sanford. He'd be wandering around fucking neighborhoods with boxes of hats and t-shirts trying to sell it to people and asking them to tell him how great he is, you know what I mean? And then go from one garage to another, and Firestone and Goodyear Service Centers, trying to apply for a job that he wouldn't be able to hold for a week. I heard a Cabbage Patch Kid. He, my ex-boyfriend. I hope he finds new love. I wish nothing but the best for him. I heard he did drive his Junkyard Dog in part 2 of his movie production of the North Shore Nationals. And he finally admitted that, yeah, the rear end's busted. It was like that from day one. When he first started that thing and drove it, it was like that. And people were making excuses. Oh, it's a lock, or it's not going to spin both wheels when you do a donut. Straight line, that thing is still one wheel peel. You know? He finally had to fess up and say, yeah, it's been busted. Come to think of it, didn't Sanford sell him that rear end? Out of a junk pile he had laying around, he sold him for like 50 bucks. Oh, it's 50 years old, but oh, it's still good, yeah. Like, gee, Sanford would never try to take advantage of a friend and sell him a fucking busted pot by telling him it's good and he's giving him a great deal because he's getting it cheap. Sanford would never do something like that to a friend. What else? Oh, last but not least, Dr. Phil. I thought this was the funniest of them all, I tell you, man. From what I understand, he wants to develop a YouTube personality, a YouTube character that he can immerse himself into. Become like a YouTube celebrity personality. And he's asking for help from his loyal followers on who he should become. I would suggest Howie. Call himself Howie. Because he's doing the same thing that Howard Stern did a long time ago. Nothing new. Like what Sanford does, nothing new. All his old 70s, and a lot of shit that he does do is he's just copying what other people have done on YouTube here long before him. You saw they got a few clicks on it, made a few bucks. He wants to jump on that fucking gravy train too. It's called plagiarism. He wants to create a personality, a persona that he can immerse his own personality into. Maybe you could become Howie, like, you know, Howard Stern Jr., because that's what he did. It's the same thing this Dr. Phil is doing. You know, like with me, and from what I understand, if it's not me, it's other people. He does the same thing to other people. He goes to their channel, trolls them, trying to instigate an argument to fire things up so it gives him content and he can turn around and call other people trolls. And that's what Howard Stern did on his radio show to start. I used to listen to him at one time. Not so much on the radio occasionally, but I used to catch him late night when he was on E! His television show broadcast with Robin Givens and Stuttering John and Baba Booey, all of them. He was a guy who could kind of take him or leave him. But what his shtick was that got him his notoriety, that got him a viewership, was, he even said it himself, he said, you know, if it wasn't for the people that hate me, I wouldn't have a viewership. More people watch me or call in my show to give me shit and to try to start an argument with me because they don't like what I'm saying, because he personally went out of his way to like antagonize people, hoping they would respond in the same antagonistic or even more antagonistic way, to really want to fight it out with him and argue with him. And that's what people tuned in, like with American Chopper. Let's face it, their bikes were fucking cartoonish, and they were the bottom of the barrel when Discovery wanted bike builders. They went to all the good guys. Indian Larry, Paul Yaffe, Alan Ness, Jesse James, you name it. They went down the list. They're like, nah, I got better things to do. Forget it. I don't want people following me around with a camera. These tunnels were their last resort. And it got to a point where the only reason people tuned in to watch American Chopper was to watch Paulie and his father go at it before and chairs at each other and yelling and screaming and telling each other to go fuck themselves. It's the only reason that show became popular. You know what I mean? Let's get real. People seem to be attracted to chaos these days. Chaos and drama. That's what attracts people, you know. TV to me is a fucking joke these days. Reality show hell. Yeah, real, yeah. It's fucking real, all right. Heavily scripted, edited, and character portrayals. You know what's even come out in all these TV court shows? Most of these litigants, they're not even real. A lot of these cases are fabricated. And some cases, they are real cases that were handled in some court, some small claims court somewhere in the country. They get the records, they pay to use the case and just their transcripts, and then they hire people to portray these people on TV shows. I bet you didn't know that, right? Really, if anybody thinks reality TV is real, I guess you believe Sanford's going to run a 10-second quarter mile too. The Save the Children 318 engines are going to get built, and I can go all the way down the list with these fucking jokers. Anyway, yeah, he wants to create a character. So I guess that's what he's trying to do. I guess he's practicing with me. Get the hiccups, drank my coffee too fast. I guess he's practicing with me, and he's doing it to other people. That's why this guy, I don't take him fucking serious. You know, and I don't even take it personal, because if it wasn't me, it'd be somebody else. And he's doing it with other people. So he's trying to develop a character, a personality. He's asking for advice on what kind of character, personality he should create for himself on here. Wow. Okay. And he's taking a poll for people to vote if he should continue to do what he's doing, analyzing trolls, or if he should just move on to other things. And I guess it's not going his way. It's like 2-1 against him doing this. They prefer he just does other things, maybe gets back to cars or whatever. And I guess he wasn't happy with that. I guess on a yak session, a live stream, which he did talk about me again. Gee, I wonder why. I guess he just can't help himself. I'm saying I've spent 4 hours talking about him. Yeah, okay. If he says so. You know, if he says so. I think he's the one that spent well over 2. And I'm still under an hour. And only in bits and pieces with things. Like I'm mentioning him now, but I spent at least half of this video talking about other things that had nothing to do with him. You know what I mean? And the same has been with other things. You know? All he's trying to do is antagonize me, to get me to, like how it started out with him trying to get me into a comment thread argument from day one when he came to my video and trolled me. And I told him, pretty much told him to go fuck himself. He's a, you know, and blocked him. And then he pulled a fucking 10-year-old hissy fit temper tantrum, you know, and started all this shit. He's going to analyze trolls. Okay, that makes him happy. That got him attention. And I hear he gets like a whopping 12, 13, 14 people that tune in for his yak session. Oh, and he's going to start a weekly series now. I guess he's going to be like Sanford. He's going to start a weekly series of a live stream. Good for him. Good for him. And what else was it? What else was it? Yeah, he says, yeah, Brian, he mentioned it, that the voting, people voting so far, it's more no than yes for him to continue with his, you know, analyzing troll series. And he was telling people, you know, go vote yes, go vote yes. He's asking people to vote. Once again, they're not voting the way he wants to, so now he's trying to fucking manipulate it the way he tried to edit my video, you know, comments and all that to try to manipulate it in his favor. He's doing the same thing again. That's what this guy is. Anyway. So I guess that about covers it. Did I leave anybody out? Anyway, I have some things to do today. A few things going to get done around here. Auntie Billy wants a little. Updated the bathroom already. New vanity, mirror, all that. Did a few things in there. Now she wants a kitchen, new cabinets, this, that, the other thing. So I'm going to do that. I want to get it all done before the holidays come, before Thanksgiving. So, you know, I'm preparing for it, getting things now. I see them on sale. I go to Home Depot, Lowe's, and I get it. And put it away. And when I get started on it, it's here. And it gives me time to think about it. Make sure I have every. Sometimes what's more time consuming is you forget the little thing. Like when you're working on a car. And you don't put a socket away, you don't put that half-inch socket back, and you're doing something, and then you go for it. You spend more time looking for the fucking socket than the time it would take you to fucking tighten what you got to tighten if you had that fucking socket where it should have been, but you didn't put it back in the right fucking place. You know what I mean, right? And I've had that happen to me at times. I am not exempt from doing that a time or two. You know. Where's that damn oil filter, Rich? You know? There were times like, after a half hour, I fucking went and bought a new one. And then like 3 weeks later, when I'm not looking for it, I come across the fucking thing in the garage somewhere, you know? How it got there, I don't know. Anyway, that's how it goes sometimes. But I'm going to do that today. Tomorrow, back to the VTH Long Day Friday. I'm going to be doing everything I said, like I normally do on a Saturday. I'm going to be up in New Hampshire most of the day, helping out my friend Jerry. He called me. He doesn't store his snowmobiles properly. I've told him about that. You know, he doesn't drain the fuel out, and, you know, telling him, hey, how do I clean out the car? Listen, I'll go there. I'll go there. Don't. It'll be like Sanford doing it. Don't. I'll go there. It's only 3.5, 4 hours up. And I get to hang out with him a little bit. Auntie Billy's not going to go. Just me and him, and I'll be back Saturday night. So anyway, I'm tied up for the next few days. So I guess you won't see me again until Sunday. I know it's good news for some people, right? And you know, yesterday I got tagged again. I actually got a warning for you know, copyrighted song, because I want to leave people in a, you know, happy, good mood. Spread positivity. So I can't do it that way. So how about I do it this way? And some of my loyal, faithful 13, but I'm not bragging, 13 loyal, faithful, loving, trusting, devoted Uncle Brian groupies that beg me to sing, you will get your wish. So I'll end this video by saying, come on, people now. Smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Try to love one another right now. Have a great day. Have fun. Stay safe. And I'll see you again on Sunday.